Hey everyone, Andang here for some more LOTRO. We are here for more Legacy of the Necromancer inside the Lonely Mountain in Erebor. And as you remember, we were just talking with the Dwarves here. And now it's time to talk to Gandalf, who is no longer Mithrandir, at least not here. Let it be well known. Alright, so first of all, let me go ahead and thank my most recent subscriber here. Fat Slapper 49, thank you so much for the sub, really do appreciate it. And also big thanks to Michael Yee for supporting through Super Chat, and Bellon for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Alright, let's talk to Gandalf.
I do not know what has caused this decline, but I see some possibilities.
Neither do I know whether entombing the Arkenstone with Thorin Oakenshield is to blame for it. But my suspicion is that it is not. There is another possibility, and in it I see the workings of our enemy. What if the Arkenstone has been taken from the tomb of Thorin without the knowledge of the Dwarves? It may be that the Arkenstone no longer lies within Thorin lies with Thorin Oakenshield, and its departure has adversely affected the skills of Durin's folk. The tomb must be opened, Andang, if we are to ensure the Arkenstone remains within. We must ask King Thorin III for permission to do this. Otherwise we look as tomb robbers among dwarves. People who love money. It'd look really bad, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Well, welcome everyone. Nice to have Bongorfians here, Captain Snakeeye, and Micah. Welcome to the chat. Nice to have all of you here. Apparently I'm just walking through everyone. And yeah, let's go ask King Thorin III what the plan is here. Man, there is Erebor. The throne under the mountain. I mean, I guess this whole thing is Erebor, but you get my drift. I think we already got a picture of him up close, but we're going to do it again anyway. Alright, here we go.
Can Gandalf combat this worrying decline in our craft skill?
I am as concerned as any of my people about this worrying decline in the skill of the artisans, but I do not know what can be done about it. Dine before me also did not have a solution. Do you and Gandalf have a suggestion, Andang? I am willing to hear any proposal, but I am not confident any solution can be found.
You wish to open the tomb of Thorin Oakenshield?
And ensure the Arkenstone remains within. None could have breached the tomb without our knowledge, Andang. And yet, even as I speak these words, I am gripped with uncertainty. If the heart of the mountain has been taken, it might explain the diminishment of our skill craft. The king under the mountain strokes his beard, thoughtfully. Yes, and then we should learn if the Arkenstone still lies within the tomb, or if some enemy has taken it. I alone cannot give leave to open the tomb of Thorin Oakenshield, though I am king under the mountain, and possess lordship of all that lies within. It would not be proper to open Mazal Akras without the permission of Thorin's sister, Dis. Her children also lie in that place, and I would not have the rest, or that of her brother disturbed, without her leave. She is the keeper of Raven Hill, Andang, and that is where you will find her. Speak to her and learn if she will allow the tomb to be opened. Always thought going through NPCs was weird, yeah. Oh, people moved on me, gotta talk to Gandalf here. You snuck up on me. Now listen here. Let's see here. What do we got? There you go. If you want an invite to the Fellowship, just send tell to Andang, A-N-D-A-N-G. We'll get you added on in. Now listen here, Andang, and listen close. Thorin Oakenshield's sister, Dis, is very old, and she is unlikely at first to be very accommodating to our request. She will look more favorably upon it, I expect, if she were to see the familiar faces of Thorin's old friends and companions. But not all at once. Such a crowd will set her ill at ease, and she will not allow the intrusion. I think there may be a way. I am reminded of an old trick that was of use to me during the quest of Erebor. When Smaug still lived, his stolen hoard unrecovered. I will let the remaining dwarves of Thorin's company know my plan. For your part, speak to Dis, and be as friendly and as helpful as you may. Alright. Repeating the Hobbit already, here we go. Just arrived at Erebor, and Gandalf's like, I have a plan. We do exactly what we did before. It worked the first time, it must work every time. That's really all I do all day. Just repeat my same old schemes. What is this? I guess these are all quests, right? I don't know. Are these quests of Erebor? I'm guessing they are. I don't know. They're just kind of randomly here. Alright, let's talk. Spackorth from the Bilbo stuff, or Bingo stuff. That's awesome. Hey, Andang. What did King Thorin have to say? You explained that King Thorin was welcomed. Or no, this isn't that. This is from the Mordor expansion. That's where it's from. See, I forgot there. Alright. You explained that King Thorin has welcomed the Stout Axes to dwell within Erebor, but he also wishes for the Stout Axes to contribute to Durin's folk in return to his mercy. I am overwhelmed. Such kindness has never been given to my folk, and the terms he has offered are more than fair. To live and work among the dwarves of Erebor would be an honor. I have heard that many of the dwarves of Erebor are fond of crafting the mountain itself. If you were to gather loose stones from the slopes of Erebor, our rune carvers could shape them into rune stones for the king and his folk. Gather as many as you can bear, and bring them to our rune carvers. They will know what to do. Carving out a home, here we go. And that reminds me, I think the dwarves of Durin's folk would benefit from the skills of our smiths. I know that many of them still wish to rest from the journey, but we must prove our worth to King Thorin. Convince them to go to the forges and work amongst the dwarves of Erebor, and I will see to it that they do not toil to exhaustion. Alright. Hail, what news have you from Ambassador Spackorth? You explain that King Thorin has asked the Stout Axes for their aid, in return for granting them a new home in Erebor. King Thorin is a very generous dwarf indeed. I will send as many Stout Axes as I can, but a few of our number have taken ill from the long journey to the north. We were beset by heavy rains before we arrived, and our cloaks were drenched. We could wring them out ourselves, but I do not know if that is the source of their ailments. But it did not help. Alright, so they got sick from being cold. I kind of ruined that because I moved into reading too quickly. Anyway, if you could help, bring their warmed cloaks to them. I left our cloaks by several of the forges and fires in the hall, so they should not be hard to find. Also, I think they could do with a healing draught or two, if you understand my meaning. Thank you, Andang. You have done so much for us. I hope we can return your kindness one day. Alright. Awesome, awesome. Let's talk to Derry. Derry. Greetings, Andang. Can you believe this place? It still seems a dream to me. What can I do for you? You explain that King Thorin has asked the Stout Axes for the raid, in return for granting them a new home in Erebor. Well, that is a bit of a coincidence. I was just getting ready to pass that work on to you. I sent out several of our number to hunt the beasts of the north. It seemed to me that we should fill our own food stores, and we Stout Axes are more than capable of a simple hunt. However, your aid would still be most welcome. Bring me as many cuts of boar meat and venison as you can. Alright, so we are doing their job for them. They should be the ones working here in Erebor, and yet for some reason we're the ones. Surprise, surprise. Alright, beckoning, yes. Ah, I see. We shall have to finish this conversation another time, my new friend. Alright. Let's see what's up here, if anything in particular. Ah, a page. I don't know if we should
On
be...
just such a peace-weaving visit, did I come to Thror's mountain halls. The feast was set, words of courtesy prepared, and then he stood. Whereupon his breast I saw the Gweriamir, gleaming green and gold.
Uh-huh. Wait, there was a quest. I guess it's down below. Nope, here we go.
What was their reply? A necklace made of Skatha's teeth and nothing more. This was the final dragon's curse. A sickness of greed that turns those who should be allies into foes.
Dang. I do think it funny though that there's a Stout Axe sitting right next to like this ancient piece of paper and not trying to at all protect it from the fire there. Alright, let's see here. Could go back down, or let's see what else is up here. I think that's everything. Wait, what da? Nope, that's down below. Okay, we're good. Corkmaster?
Stay a moment. Hear my words.
Have you a moment? In just 2 days, I have lost nearly 12 barrels of ale to thieves. It's always the same. I find the barrel emptied with a great big hole bored into the bottom of it. There's treachery afoot here, and I think those dratted cave crawlers are to blame again. Always sticking their noses where they don't belong. Knock on some of the barrels and give them a fright. That ought to drive them out. I like how their solution is just, yeah, just knock on some barrels. That'll stop it. All these barrels here, and none of them are the ones, apparently. Okay, well, there certainly seems to be plenty to do here in Erebor. There we go. With a sudden crash, an ale-soaked cave claw breaks out of one of the barrels and begins to attack you. Great, we're fighting drunk cave claws. There we go. Talk to the smith over here. Wake up, buddy. 5 more. Oh my. You don't get 5 more minutes, buddy. Not today. But the forges await, yes indeed. Okay, so we got a lot of just wandering around Erebor. It would be much cooler if we hadn't been here in Mordor. Like actually exploring this place, but instead we're in a very familiar location that I've spent way too much time in just exploring and enjoying. And then now we're actually questing it and it's like, here again. But that's okay. It's still amazing. Okay, that's awesome. That's a lot of dwarves. That's cool. They're all doing the wave. Alright. Knocking on the barrel. You hear the calm, familiar slosh of ale within these barrels. Going back to the sleeping dwarf over here. I'll never forget, I made a trailer for LOTRO players way back in the day. And I said we cover every part of Lord of the Rings Online, and the shot was of a sleeping dwarf in Moria. And it is like, yeah, we cover every part of the Lord of the Rings Online, including the dwarves sleeping here. Don't miss out on anything. Leave no sleeping dwarf unturned. Alright, I think that's everything over there. The map tells us nothing, so that's great. Alright. I wish there was a way to say never show up in my quest thing without me telling you. Like lock it to not be in your quest tracker. You can lock things into your quest tracker, so why can't you lock them out? Just saying, that would be kind of nice. Come on. It is a strange thing to know such comfort. For King Thorin's kindness, it is the least I can do.
Some may say I am cautious, or old and weary. But still I say, let us dream no more dreams that may bring ruin on Durin's folk. Let dragons sleep, and dwarves toil fruitfully where they dwell, and the work of our hands suffice.
That cave claw stood no chance between a lore master and a champion that walks into walls. Man, it stood no chance. Okay, we still need to get more smiths. I don't know where we missed them, but we have certainly done that. Here we go. Man, we got a long way to go on these barrels. Here we go. Help out the ailing dwarves. Aren't you Lore Master? Oh, champion. Sorry. You have done well to aid the ailing Stoutoxes in Erebor, and ease the ills of their long journey north from Mordor. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that's better. Can do fate, physical mitigation, but I don't want to do either. Might do physical mitigation because we got plenty of slots here, let's be honest. Let's see. What's the lowest level we got? There we go. Apply it there. You know what? No, we're not going to do that. 40 moats. More moats, more problems. Okay, where are the other dwarves? Probably this way, right? Okay. So, LOTRO just gave us another hard crash. So that's always fun. Okay, where are the other dwarves? Probably this way, right? Pop out the chat. There we go. Yeah, I'm watching the stream just to make sure. Okay. So, LOTRO just get. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I got one more window to open. Da 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 da. And then we'll get into LOTRO. Yeah, that's crazy. It's ridiculous how much LOTRO crashes on me for no reason. We got a top-end computer, at least it was like a year ago, and yet we're crashing all the time. Cannot wait for the 64-bit client. My goodness. Hopefully it'll fix these problems and more. But we'll have to wait and see. Alright. Let's go ahead and get back into LOTRO. It still says it's not getting the data, but it clearly is because I'm clearly saw myself. I don't know why it says it can't see me. Because we're clearly live, aren't we? Let's go ahead and get back into LOTRO. Gonna have that play back again. It still says it's not getting the data, but it clearly is because I'm clearly saw myself. I know past self, right? I don't know why it says it can't see me. I don't know past self. We need to figure this out together. We're clearly live, aren't we? Gotta problem solve as a team here. Okay, it finally went through. There we go. We can close out that. And get back into LOTRO. Apparently our map to the Lonely Mountain wasn't that helpful. Turns out the 64-bit client's needed. Alright, yes. Crash emotes indeed. Charlie, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. They say, I love the confusion as he tries to find out whether the stream is on or not. I know, fat self. Yep. Alright. Let's see here. Where were we? Oh yeah, we were going to go get the rest of the things. Mostly dwarves. And barrels. Alright. I think here there should be some more, maybe. Dusty page.
It was a man, Fram, son of Frumgar, chief of the Eotheod, who ended the dragon Skatha. A great deed to echo through the ages, and the dragon's hoard as prize.
That's cool.
Now much of Skatha's hoard was taken from Durin's folk, and so a messenger was sent to the men of the Eotheod, begging our share.
Stay a moment. Hear my words.
Okay, I did not read that at all. So I don't know what we're doing. I thought he was another...
Dwarves and the folk of Durin.
Malmy takes the orc... The orc? Malmy takes the ore from you. You watch as he swiftly transforms the rocks into a bar of pure metal. He hands it to you. Since this is part of a gift for the master of Lake Town, I will not charge you for my services. Give her my regards, and tell her Lake Town has friends in Erebor. So that's all we have to say to get free stuff from dwarves? Oh, we're your friend. Oh, it's for a friend. Don't worry, Thorin. The Arkenstone's for a friend. It's fine. Forget the dragon sickness. It's for a friend, buddy. And this guy's the... Yeah, we don't want that. Da-da-da-da-da. A rider to Mordor. Another page.
Again we fled the dragon's wrath, and this time came to Erebor, the lonely mountain. But the great Skatha, wakened, wandered far and wide, troubling all.
After the battle, the dragon's hoard was divvied up, and though I would have forfeited all our share for it, the Gwariamir went not to elves, but to men.
We can't do it. There we go.
The tale of Smaug and Erebor, and how upon Thorin Oakenshield's return, Smaug woke and was slain, is well enough known in these times. I will say only, let this be the last dragon, and last of our sorrows.
Dang. Billon, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Yeah, let's hope this is the last dragon. My goodness, the dwarves have gone through too many of them. See, I would have never seen that if I didn't hit delete. Sometimes you gotta delete to find the barrels. Oh, forgot that was a thing. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'm surprised that we crashed in Erebor of all places. Oh, apparently we missed one up above as well. That's great. There's a door over there in case you were wondering. Alright, well, let's mount up and continue along. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody for all your support this week. It's been awesome. I still can't believe it. We returned to streaming and it seems like everybody's been really enjoying it. So thank you all so much for all of your support. How do we get over there? I guess we were over there already. Anyway. Let's see if there's any more over here that we missed. Again up above. Apparently we missed a lot up above. Nothing else over here. Okay, we'll go back up. And cover. But anyway, it's been a lot of fun. From LOTRO Players News episode 300 to the 2 streams we already did this week, which you guys really supported, to the interview with the founder of Turbine, which was awesome. I really, really enjoyed that. And just such a cool dude. So, anyway, if you haven't seen that video yet, highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun. Landon, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. They say, man, Erebor is really nice looking. Always loved the dwarven aesthetic to this game. Yeah, there's 2 things Turbine does, in my opinion, better than just about anyone. Number 1 is ruins. Ruins in Middle-earth, my goodness, they got that down. They can build ruins like nobody else. The second thing is dwarven stuff, which is essentially the same thing, just dwarven ruins. They do really, really well. So those 2 things I feel like they do just fantastic on. And most of the landscape in general they do a great job on, but the dwarven areas really stand out, I feel like. I think a lot of the elven areas, they didn't really have the time or technology to flesh out like their forest tech at the time. And so I feel like places like Rivendell are kind of lackluster relative to like Moria, for example. It's just not as detailed, it seems. Is that one down below? Are you kidding me? Alright. Well, let's go back over. Away from the loud waterfall. And End Gaming, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. They say, I hope you enjoy the Lay of Rust and Rhyme quest. You will soon start. It's really nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've heard good things. Watched the whole interview this morning. Awesome. Ruins actually felt like an old city had it once existed there. They put a lot of effort into something that's broken and forgotten. Exactly, yeah. There's so much detail in the ruins in LOTRO. I'd just like to point out, this whole plotline about the dwarves diminishing and all that is cool. It's, right out of Tolkien. But what I think is really cool is it's essentially just nostalgia. I used to be so much better back in our day. We had swords like you wouldn't believe. But these young dwarves just don't make swords like they used to. Alright, there's just one more barrel thing, and I believe it was on the other side. So, let's go do that. We still haven't found... Oh, I guess we did find the other dwarves, okay. They ruined the ruins, yeah. Let's see, all sorts of stuff here. My goodness, so many quests. So many quests. Here in Evermore. Alright, let's go back to whoever we need to go back to. Where was that group of dwarves? Man, this is when I really wish they had better indoor maps. I hope they nail Minas Morgul, because that city is literally in ruins, yeah. There are so many kegs in this place, but we need more. This isn't nearly enough for proper dwarves. Yeah. Okay. I like that idea. There's so many of them, but it is still not enough. Okay, where did we get this quest? It can be found in the hall under the mountain. Thank you for that descriptor. It's a big place. Driven off, la da 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 da. Okay. Well, I don't think it was back here. But we're still going to go this way, just in case it was. Yep, definitely not back here. Okay. Go back the other direction and find out where this is supposed to be. While we're doing that, one thing that I'm very excited about is Rohan housing. That's going to be coming at some point. That's going to be really cool. And obviously also excited for the 64-bit client. Can't get here soon enough. Because we're tired of crashing, turns out. Ah, here we go. Here we go.
Stay a moment. Hear my words.
Greedy little burrowers. That's not his voice. Greedy little burrowers, that lot. Well, I thought to teach them not to meddle with our ales. And to think I'd considered requesting new barrels made of iron. Ugh! It would turn my finest beers to swill. What do you think? Will they give Shelob a voice in the new expansion? That's a good question. I don't know. They said that she definitely won't be human. They've gone really far into pointing out that no, not gonna be like Shadow of Mordor. Where's this person? Can be found in Dale. Okay, so it's not even here. It's Fakorth, Fortune Flames, Hunting in the North. Hunting in the North. Send Stadak Smiths to the Forges of Erebor. So we still haven't found 2 of those. Okay, we'll come back to that. Collect crude stone from the Slopes of Erebor. Alright, we're gonna go out and figure out what we need to do. Graham, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. And welcome everybody just tuning in now. I wonder what we're going to do in this whole inside place now. Yeah, the Shadow of Mordor, the Shadow War one was pretty creepy. Don't need the sexy spider. Alright. I don't think there's any quests in here yet. I don't think this is till the next update that there are quests out here. Yeah, okay. Because I forgot. This comes with the next update, so we don't even need to come out here. Let's go back. Has SSG added any more premium housing like they did with Gondor housing, or is that the plan for Rohan? That's the plan for Rohan. Basically, when the Rohan update comes to the legendary servers, they're going to be adding in Rohan housing, so that'll be good. And there are pages everywhere.
And like all of dwarfkind's greatest sorrows, the curse of dragons was brought on by ourselves, and cost us all we dreamed and held most dear.
Here's the other stout axes. I had a feeling they were outside. There we go. Nothing there. That's weird. And there we go. Oh. As Ambassador Spackorth asked, you have sent many of the stout axe smiths to the forges of Erebor. They will now aid the dwarves of Durin's folk by sharing their knowledge of craft and helping them to delve deeper into the Lonely Mountain. Well, that sounds horrible. Don't dig deeper. Definitely don't dig too deep. And then the dwarves dug too deep, and there was yet another dragon. Oh man, that would be awful, wouldn't it? Alright, let's get these other ones. Da 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 da. There we go. Let's see, what do we got? So it's way over there. Interesting. Where's this one? Hunting the north. Slabs of boar meat, cuts of venison. Okay, we can do that. Not a boar. Also not a boar. Oh no, Captain Snake Eye, what have you done? The Andang army. Oh man. That's hilarious. I knew you'd put that new emote to good use. And yeah, if we get another member, we can get the glow on emote or whatever you guys want. Obviously, I'm personally wanting the glow on emote. I think it would be cool. And I'm thinking about adding some more perks to members to make them closer to like what we have with Patreon. Here we go. Took forever to find a deer. There we go. Got a cut. Right, we still have to go higher to get there. Okay. Well, higher we shall go. Will you also enjoy the story in the Grey Mountains? It feels like playing, or you will also enjoy the story in the mountains. Feels like playing Skyrim. That's awesome. I remember in Rohan it felt like playing Skyrim because it had a lot of the similar, like you had the Thane houses, and in the case of LOTRO, mead halls, and it just felt very much like Skyrim. It was developed around the same time as Skyrim, came out around the same time as Skyrim. I just remember in Riders of Rohan, it was like, man, this game really feels like Skyrim. You should change what the member symbol is like. The 1 month looks like all the same as all the others. Yeah, I'm thinking about what I want to do with that. I haven't decided yet. One thought I had was to have like month 1 be a tiny ring and have it get bigger. So basically the ring gets like more control as you support the channel. But I don't know what message that sends. But anyway, it's a thought. And then I don't know what other badges you guys would like. Let me know. You love the Andang face emote? That's great. Yeah, the thing is, it's embarrassing.
Peace passed, and the memory of dragons faded. So it was that to the Grey Mountains we sojourned the second time, unknowing that the dragons who had lived and fled lay slumbering there.
Dang. But anyway, I was saying it's embarrassing, and so I think that's part of the reason why it's funny. You should Revel the Elvish the more you get in. Make 1 month glowing, second month fire. Next one you don't know. Yeah, I thought about making like different colors. Poe, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Should get a Sauron helmet emote. Yeah, I have a lot of different ideas. But right now with members, we have all the emotes we can get. We need more than just 2 if we want to get some more. I'm pretty sure with every member, at least for a while, you just keep getting more emotes. So yeah, I got quite a few ideas. We just need to get there. But yeah, I thought about basically, you know, right now everybody's a 1 month member. I thought about as time, the longer members keep the current one, and we give the newer ones like different kinds of rings. I think would be cool. So it's like a color level of rings. That's a nice view. If it wasn't so rainy. That's cool. Where are we looking anyway? Interesting. Towards Mirkwood. Is the next expansion officially Miss Morgul? Yes. Yeah, they made that clear in the producer's letter. Now, I have a feeling it's going to get pushed till next year, but I don't have any reason to believe that, other than just, you know, we're not going to get the first update till June. So part of me thinks maybe not till early next year. It all depends on how long it takes them to make the DDO expansion, because this time around DDO's getting its expansion first, and LOTRO's getting the expansion second. I don't remember if it was that way the first time or not. First month, Ring of Dwarves. Second month, Rings of Men. Third, Rings of Elves. And 4, the One Ring. Yeah. That would be good. But yeah, basically, I'm not going to change them until we start getting some more members. Because right now it's just 2. Might as well just have it be the One Ring and let it be kind of a thing. But we'll see. I know you guys want notoriety. You don't want those new members that didn't jump on right at the start to get the cooler rings. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, what are we missing? Deliver crude stones to axe rune carvers. Slabs of boar meat. So yeah, I think we just need the boar meat and the venison. We are going to see Shelob and her brood, but I don't know if we're going to have conclusion. The way that they're saying it makes it sound like... I'd be surprised if they kill off Shelob. I have a feeling Shelob's going to stay around for a while. But who knows? They might. But I mean, Shelob hasn't been a villain for that long. In our path plotline. Exaduco, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Hoping to get my PC over here so I can actively play LOTRO again. Nice. As a person who's been with you for a long time, I don't care about the swag. I'm just glad you're streaming LOTRO more on your awesome new computer. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. enjoying LOTRO. And you know, the main reason why I started streaming so much more is just to get caught up on the story, because we're behind. We are behind. All right. But yeah, we're gonna have to go to Dale anyway, so we might as well go there now. I don't remember where the boars are. I feel like they were much earlier in the zone. Man, I wish they really need to upgrade mounted combat to be relevant in the post-Mordor world. What are your thoughts on the storyline so far with events after the One Ring? So far, I feel like they're just setting things up. So I can't really comment that much. I like what they did with the whole Weeping Warrior. I think that's pretty cool. And Karsgar. Which, I don't remember. Did we find out that was the same person? I don't remember. Anyway, that's pretty cool. And how they have this whole plotline with everything. That being said, I enjoyed the plot much more in Mordor than I did. I feel like in Mirkwood it kind of faltered a bit. But in general, I'd say it's, you know, it's still LOTRO. It's still good. It's not like it's been bad story, but I can definitely tell that we're building to something right now.
Ah, yes.
You must be Mervath's friend. I just need the wood and brass to get started. You hand her the brass ingot and the piece of wood, and then watch as she begins to transform them. The wood is carved into a likeness of Dagron in a particularly heroic pose, and the brass hammered into a base. To finish the piece, Rista engraves the base to say, "The greatest master." She sees your reaction as you read it and chuckles. So we all agree that she's not the greatest master. Okay. That was what Mervath asked to be engraved. I believe that's just the kind of relationship he has with Dagron. It is done and already paid for in full. You may take it to Dagron. Greatest master. Oh my. Well, here we go. They are really playing up her as master. Set as focus. But yeah, what do you guys think about the story so far? What do you think is happening in Harad right now? The king and his two sons died in the Battle of Pelennor Fields. Yeah, if they're smart, they're getting ready to prepare for an invasion. That's what they should be doing. Oh yeah, that's the quest that shall never be explained. Where are we going? Oh yeah, it's in Lake Town. I had forgotten. Well, at least we'll be able to get some more boar on the way. Yeah, hopefully in Arad they're reading the books so that they can prepare for a defense. Well, that's weird. Not gonna question it. Just gonna keep going. Did that not count? Oh, I guess we don't need any more. Now we just need the boars. Mithril runs out so fast. Yeah, tell the dwarves. But no, it does run out so fast, and especially if you're using mithril in a new area where it's like 5 mithril, it goes really quickly. But yeah, with regards to the member symbols, one thing I was thinking about was like having 1 month be like 1 ring, like the elf ring, 2 months be 2 elf rings, 3 months be 3 elf rings, and then eventually you get like the 9 rings of men, and then finally end up on the 1 ring. But yeah, it's such a small icon, I probably won't do that because I don't think you'd be able to fit that many rings in that to be able to still tell what it is. And it looked like you had more rings, which, I don't know, might seem like it's better. I totally forgot where I was going because I was talking there. Alright.
Well met, friend.
What is this? A gift from Mervath? You hand her the statuette. She looks confused until she reads the engraving and then bursts out laughing. Mervath? He likes to give me a hard time for being a humble. You're master of all of Lake Town now. Throw your weight around a little. This will go on my desk as a reminder of my station, and a reminder that I should do something nice for Mervath one of these days. Thank you for your part in this, Andang. Hey, reputation. Increased. Alright, well, we've only found 2 boars the whole way. The only region I used mithril was Tower Drudan, the forest area of Farnoyan. That place and the sheer amount of roots they put there is just painful to navigate. See, I actually like Tower Drudan. I don't think I use that much mithril there, if even any. The place I used mithril a lot was when I was doing just the epic story. When I was doing my epic story playthrough, I edited it all out, but all the travel, but I used mithril so much in that series. My goodness, partly because I got mithril from Hobbit presents and just got lucky, and so I was like, well, I got it, might as well use it. And then I got addicted to it, and then I, as planned by them probably, started using it. Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, make the new member a symbol of Rohan, then Gondor, then a mithril coin. Yeah. That's a good idea, Rohan and Gondor. I like that. Like, do the different standards. Interesting. I really like that idea. That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. That sounds really good. See, this is why we got a chat room, and it's a collaborative process with members. It's nice to have that. And we got to give them as emotes too. Like, if that would be cool. All right. So yeah, I'm trying to get at least one more interview with somebody else involved in Turbine, so we'll see if that happens. Probably won't, but you know, you can hope. All right. I guess before we go back here, we need to find just a bunch of boars. I don't remember. There was a place where there was a whole bunch of them, right? But I don't remember where that was. Let me know if you remember, because I sure don't. I think it had to have been before Dale. It was back by Lake Town. SR Streamer, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. See, I don't remember. But hopefully it's around here somewhere. But yeah, and I also have several other video ideas that I'm wanting to do at some point. So we'll see if those happen too. But that's one nice thing about streaming is, let's say, like moving forward, I stream once a week through story content. I then have a lot of time to be taking care of making like more specialized videos instead of making playthrough videos. So I kind of like that, because I wouldn't have done that interview already if I had still been recording these. I would have just been recording a bunch of these. But instead, I streamed this and had time to work on getting an interview. So it's kind of interesting how that works, I guess. Boars are in the open fields around Dale and Lake Town. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Here we go. So our streamer says, why are you not doing your city's skyline stream? Basically, I'm just wanting to get through the LOTRO story as fast as I can. Once I start recording it again, which I'm planning to do once I get to the next update. I will return back to streaming City Skylines. I might even do it before then. But yeah, I do know that we're overdue for one. So don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I am not going to be streaming ESO anymore because the launcher won't update. Like, if your game stops working, I'm not going to, on multiple computers that I've tried, I'm not going to, you know, keep trying just to get it to work. Because I've already tried multiple times. Basically, the problem was I'd have to open and close out for every megabyte of the update. And it's really tedious when you have to open and close a program hundreds of times. It's just, it's not worth it. So if anyone knows a solution to that, that'd be nice, so I could get back into ESO. But till then, not going to. I couldn't figure it out. Lots of ores where you just were. Cleese, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Where I just was several places ago. Let's see, just 2 more. Apparently some of the boar have 2 slabs of meat. Don't know what that means, but let's continue along. I still need 1 more. I have some work. I will join you after some time. Nice to... Do you like and subscribe? Alright, well thank you. Let's see, man, I'm surprised we're still leveling this fast. I did not expect that at all. I guess I'm just so used to, recording and very slowly making it through. It's amazing when you play the game how fast you level. Wow. There we go. Now we can return back for all of that. Let's make sure we got everything here. Okay. I believe we do. Oh, it's a bear. No, that's a... I was thinking it's a bear cub, but no, it's a cat. I apparently am blind. Alright. As I've proven time and time again during these streams. Some ruins up there. Have we... I guess that's the Easterling camp. Yeah, we've been up there. Alright. Once our broken leg's done, there we go. Now we can really ride. Alright, I think everything... Yeah. To Erebor we shall go. Talk to the stable master. Get things moving. I just noticed you have to cross over water. I mean, I guess I knew. It's interesting how this area, the Empire of Dale, uses water as their defense. They do it in Lake Town and here in Dale. And that's pretty cool that that's like a running theme. Whoa, stable's back here. Let's go back.
What do you need?
Okay. Goodbye. Time to travel. But yeah, it rains a lot in this zone. I don't know why. And just in LOTRO in general, it feels like it rains way more than it should. Rain and snow are a little too common for me, I feel like, in this game. Up the steps, there we go. Do you plan on doing any instances of raids? Probably not, but we'll see. A runestone. I shall carve one at once. Well, thank you, buddy. Alright, and with hunting, carving a stone, other crude stones, da 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 da. So now we get to go all over delivering crude stones again. Great. To Drary and Erebor. A stone cutter is run out of stone. Alright, they're here. The other one's up above. Glad I got a goat. This would be a pain if I didn't. But yeah, I usually don't do instances and raids in the story playthrough. Now that doesn't mean I won't do them later, or at least like watch them at some point on somebody else's channel. But personally, it's a lot of work, to be honest with you. It is the least I can do for Thorin's folk. I'd much rather years later either play it just over leveled or with a random group when it just feels right. I don't know. Like for a while I was way into raiding, would be especially Rise of Isengard days. Like the Mirkwood and Isengard days, I was peak raider. Had all the best gear, all that stuff. But anymore, it's just, I don't know, it doesn't interest me like it did. Pretty much just here for the story at this point. Story and the landscape, which is part of the reason why I stopped doing preview videos, because I'm just here. You know, part of the reason is I just want to see the landscape as I explore it. Makes it much more interesting to go through the zone that way. It keeps me motivated. As Ambassador Spakorth asked, you delivered many stones of Erebor to the Stoutak's rune carvers. Through their skill, they were able to create impressive rune stones for King Thorin III and Thorin's folk. It would be a shame because most of the story chains end in them. Now that I think about it, isn't there like aren't they soloable, the new the instances with this update, because they were so story focused? I seem to remember that. Yeah, if they're soloable, I'll absolutely play them. But if they're group based, just like the Mordor ones, then I probably won't play them. Although I did in my Mordor playthrough the 3-man and 6-man. And I was going to play through the raid, but we ended up failing, so it was kind of pointless to release. What server do you play? This is on Landerville. Alright. Where is Drary? Blah, blah, blah. Where's Drary? We need him for both quests. I'm seriously considering just looking it up on LOTRO Wiki at this point. Not here. Because I honestly don't remember where they are. I don't remember if we already went this side or not. But here we are nonetheless. Alright, we'll go back the other way. Da 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 da. Okay, they must be back. Further back. Here we go. What a beautiful hunt. Thank you, Andang. Okay, now I can talk to Spakorth. It is difficult to believe how swiftly our fortunes have changed, Andang. It was not so long ago that we toiled endlessly for Mordor. For nothing. If only King Greytooth had known what awaited us. Alas. The past is set in stone. We must leave it behind. To look to a new age. Andang, I am glad you and Gimli are here with us. It has been a bit overwhelming. We will continue to aid Durin's folk in their efforts to rebuild Erebor and heal the land surrounding it. But I would like to speak to the King under the mountain. I am grateful for the aid that you and Gimli have provided my folk, but I wish to express my thanks to a king who is worthy of his title. Will you meet me before his throne? Okay. Complete the Under the Mountain quest arc. Okay. Da 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 da. Hey, we're already over halfway through. Hail, King Thorin III! Hail, King under the mountain! Ambassador Spakorth bows deeply before King Thorin III. I am Spakorth of the Stout Axes. Once I was a counselor to Vaskmon Greytooth, the former king of my folk. But his madness and greed led him from reason to ruin. We are a people without a leader. And though I now speak for my folk, I do not desire to lead them. I ask that of you, King Thorin. Servitude is still so fresh in our minds. We have always served the greater powers of Mordor, and once again, we are bereft of the guiding hand of a king. I offer my people to you, to serve Durin's folk, for the kindness you have shown us. The Stout Axes shall be true friends of Durin's folk. I promise you this. Your words are appreciated, Spakorth of the Stout Axes. Durin's folk are honored to have you and your kin among us, and do not take my request for aid to mean that the Stout Axes will once again serve at the will of an oppressor. You are our friends and our guests, and I will not allow any to say otherwise. What you have endured is now a matter of the past. I bear no judgment against you or your kin for the crimes of your king and those he turned to his will. We of Durin's folk have endured many hardships as well, and when the time is right, I shall tell you of them. Now, I must turn my attention to Erebor and to restoring the kingdoms of the north. Long have I known the troubles hindering Erebor, and time has not abated any of them. My father Dain strengthened our alliances and brought great wealth to the north. But before the end of his reign, he felt that something unknowable had begun to slip beyond his grasp. In truth, our crafts grew cruder and simpler, and monuments once majestic and without equal in this realm now stood in silent mockery of our declining skill. We have felt this loss for many years now, but alas, it was not the only cost we have borne with the passing of the years. Dis tends the ravens, as she always has, but they do not speak to Durin's folk as they once did. It is habit alone that keeps her at Raven Hill. Our friendship of old with the ravens has faded to naught. And now, these stout axes come to Erebor, seeking refuge and freedom from the oppressors of Mordor. And still a few among us would deny our own kin and cousins. These are troubles enough for any king under the mountain, but it falls to me to resolve them, so resolve them I shall. All right. I have thought much on Ambassador Spakor's words. These stout axes have fled oppression and devastation, and now I hear there are dwarves in Erebor who would sooner spit on them than welcome them as friends. This is not the way of Durin's folk. The stout axes are our kin, whether they believe it so or not, and they must be treated as such. You and Gimli know well what the stout axes have suffered, and you know their minds as none among us do. Speak to the mistrustful few among us, and reassure them that the stout axes have come to us as refugees and friends. Alright, thanks for the lax gameplay. It's time to go back to sleep. Alright, have a good night, man. Cleese, take care. Alright, talk to Masterful Dwarves on behalf of the Stout Axes. Or mistrustful. Little different, but all the same. I've definitely seen mistrustful dwarves around, so we just have to find them. Here we go. See, I don't like it that they've started... Hello? There we go. Don't know why that one didn't go through. I don't like how they've started not having quest rings around those. That makes it like way harder to find. Like suddenly now that you've done this a million times, we're gonna make it a little harder. I mean, I guess, but it just seems like you're wasting time here. There we go, that's 2. Okay. Well, that happened. That's one way to get down, I guess. Alright. Come on, mistrustful dwarves, come out of the woodwork. I wonder if we can just keep talking to the same one like you sometimes can. Nope. Okay. Our leg is still broken. That was a 45-second broken leg. Okay, if the pattern's right, then yeah, there better be one over here. This is the one I remembered. While you are not certain that you have changed the minds of all the dwarves, you have done well to ease tensions between Durin's folk and the stout axes. It is King Thorin's will that the stout axes be welcomed among Durin's folk, and whether it is this day or another, they shall come to unite in friendship. Okay. Ratha with Essays of Old. We haven't got that quest, have we? I don't know. Maybe we need to go talk with this and that'll give us that quest? Question mark? Okay, so that's that quest popping up. But we don't got that quest. The reason is because I don't want to have quests that would then cause me to not know when one zone stops and another one starts. So I don't buy the region until I'm getting ready to play through it. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm sure it does. Alright, well... Hang on. Can be found in the hall under the mountain. So we need to find Brathy in this... Here we go.
Long live Thorin Stonehelm, king under the mountain.
Hail, Andang! You have been sent by King Thorin. What does he wish to me? You explain King Thorin's desire to reclaim dwarf-make weaponry lost in the Battle of Dale, and his renewed interest in exploring new forging methods within Erebor. Of course, of course! King Thorin and our smiths have spoken long on methods that might improve our crafting skill once more. But we have not yet attempted any such designs. It seems the time has come. As for the weapons on the field of battle, I would ask that you seek them out. In the meantime, I shall speak to our smiths and make certain that the forges are prepared. Once you have gathered as many dwarf-made weapons as you can bear, deliver them to me.
How I love the ringing of dwarf hammers.
Hail, Andang! I have heard much of your skill in battle, but have you a keen eye? It is said that new veins of golden ore have revealed themselves in the aftermath of the battle. Perhaps we should be the slightest bit grateful to those Easterlings after all. Search rocky areas around Erebor and see what you can find. If you uncover anything, deliver it to me, and I shall see that King Thorin knows well of your contributions to Durin's folk. So we're going to give him gold, and he's going to give us 42 silver. I feel like that the money from quests has been going down of late. Alright, let's go take care of these quests and hopefully, perhaps, potentially, talk with Dis. A little bit of Dis and a little bit of that. I feel like they should name a dwarf that just for fun. Just so that can be a thing. Welcome back, Captain. Alright. So yeah, let's remove that from Quest Tracker for now. So yeah, we got 5 more quests, and I think we've already got 4 of them.
Now, Thror II built anew in Erebor, and Gror, his brother, in the Iron Hills. Our dreams were dead or abandoned, but in time, Smaug the Golden awoke, and to the Lonely Mountain came.
Man, these weapons are all over. I guess it's just right here, but it seems like they're all over. The battle was quite close to Erebor. I mean, I guess I knew that from the instance, but still. Captain Snake Eye says, Andang, do you ever do the events? If so, what is your favorite? I really enjoyed the, a year ago, the quest that was the summer instance that had you like fighting rain clouds and stuff. That was pretty cool. I also enjoy the anniversary festival every year. And what else? Also the fall festival quite a bit as well. But yeah, festivals aren't really, like I do them the first year and then I'm kind of done. That's why I ignore them so much. Man, this is a really small area and yet I'm not finding, here we go. The moose was hiding it. There we go. Yeah, we still need maces and swords. Da 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 da. Okay, still need 1 of each. That was a very delayed bear roar. Alright, hopefully the lynx won't kill us. Okay, now we just need 1 more. Apparently it's over here. What we need... You did 120 quests in Frostbluff just to get the character portrait? I mean, I've done stuff like that. I mean, I did all those quests in Minas Tirith just to get the... it's a little different because it was pages, but just to get my LI upgraded. But yeah, that's the main thing is I don't like repeatable quests, period. I usually, unless it's like a really good movie, don't like rewatching movies I just don't like repeating through content I've experienced in general in media. And so that means I really don't like repeatable quests. And so dailies are like my worst enemy. I would do a whole bunch of things before doing dailies. Can't wait to the release of Rune. I'm eager to know what happened to the blue wizards who were sent there. Yeah, that sounds really cool, right? Chunks of dwarf gold. Hang on, was that a chunk of dwarf gold that we were needing, or is it just a random thing? Here we go. Yeah, that's actually what we need. There we go. That makes it a little easier. See, that was the other thing. That's why we got confused. Alright, here we go. Now we're set. I love that you can do all this while mounted. I'm so glad that they figured out how to do that. There should be one around here. And we're getting close to 118. But yeah, my hope is to get done with all of the Erebor quests today, and then do the Rust and Rhyme quests another day. Don't know why you love to get them. Yeah, it's just something about character portraits that are fun to get. Like every anniversary I'll log in just to change the character portraits to the most recent one. I wish I had my older account still, so that I had the extra year or two. I don't remember exactly how much older it was. But yeah, it was an old beta account, but I forgot the info on it. And eventually ended up doing a different beta account, which is this one, which ended up being the one back in the Mirkwood beta. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't even remember. It's been so long now, I don't remember when I started even playing the game. I was part of, I think, every beta. Alright, and Gaming says, well, time for me to lay in my throne and sleep. Was nice chatting with you, Andang. Hope you enjoy things you'll go through later on. Yeah, welcome, welcome. No, yeah, I know that this particular character, this account that I'm on, came in 2 years. Yeah, I know that because it's the 9-year one. I'm talking about the one before that. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I was in the initial beta. Yeah, I was, because I was, okay, figured it out. So yeah, I wish I had that account so that I could still claim the earlier portrait. But I didn't really start playing until free to play. I'm kicking myself so much for not picking up the lifetime. But, you know, at the time, it was a risky thing because you don't know how long this MMO is going to last, you know? How do we get over there? Here we go. Go growl at yourself. What class and race was your first character? It was always a champion. I don't remember the race of my first character. This character was my first one on this account. Well, that's not actually true because I was on Imladris. I mean, I was on a few other servers before Imladris. Now that I see, it's been so long since I've thought about this, I forgot. Yeah, I was on a few other servers before Imladris. All other champion characters, I don't know why, I just really like the champion. And what was happening is, for whatever reason, the game kept crashing on certain servers. But it was like a server issue, it wasn't a game issue, because I'd go back to the other server and crash again, but on Imladris I wouldn't crash. So that's the only reason I ended up on Imladris, was because I wasn't crashing there. Maybe it was because the player amount in the intro, I don't know, but for whatever reason I didn't crash on Imladris, and so that's why I ended up being on Imladris for years. And then sometime before, I think like 2 or 3 years before they merged the servers, I went to Landerville. Just because of Weatherstock and the Lonely Mountain Band kinship. This must be Dis, the elderly sister of Thorin Oakenshield. How old are you? Jeez. All sorts of ravens in here. Always been on Landerville.
Yes?
Dis stares at you, but says nothing more. Hesitantly, you begin to ask about the Arkenstone. Before you can properly word the request, she interrupts you. The heart of the mountain. It lies with my brother, Thorin, beneath the mountain. I have not visited him in some time. She looks at you slyly. The path down the hill is choked with brush and stones. Someone should do something. You offer to clear the path, and Dis grunts non-committedly. Well, this sounds promising. What do you want? You politely explain King Thorn's wish to rebuild a friendship with the ravens. Ah, so he thinks he might put all to right now, does he? He did not seem so concerned about the minds of the ravens when Dain was king under the mountain. He must know the truth of it. You see, the line of Karak nears its end. Roak is dead. His children are dead. And now Arah, daughter of Kror, is all that remains. I tend her lesser kin as best an old dwarf may, but she is the last chief of the great ravens. And it has been many years since we last spoke in the forgotten ways of Durin's folk. She has gone elsewhere, beyond my sight. I do not know if she will ever return. But if the king under the mountain wishes to heal the wounds of time, and once again share true friendship with the ravens, it will be no simple errand. I can speak with them, if they would still hear me. But they will not listen without the offerings that once adorned their homes. I have been sparkling trinkets borne by the Easterlings come to the north, and I believe the ravens may find them to their liking. Bring me those trinkets, and we shall see if the ravens still desire friendship with Durin's folk. Dang. I wonder what Thorn would think about all this. I don't know why we're clearing this path. Maybe I missed it because I was reading it aloud and didn't listen to myself, but I honestly don't know what the real purpose of it is. It might have said it, I just might not remember. How do we miss seeing those stones? Alright, we're getting all the stone. It was still there and we couldn't run over it. Alright. Explorer of the North. Explorer of the Dalelands, okay. Hello.
Well, the conversation has left me parched.
These are my cousins, come from afar. Dwalin is steward of Thorin's Hall, in the Blue Mountains, and Glowin acts as emissary for the king under the mountain. The conversation has left me parched. If I am to entertain visitors, I will need more water to refresh me. This gives you a meaningful look, and you volunteer to bring up some water from the well at the base of the hill. Graham says that they saw yesterday's interview. It was really good. Yeah, I had so much fun. Honestly, Johnny made it a good interview. He's just so animated and excited about everything he's doing and has done that it was awesome. So yeah, if you haven't seen that interview yet, highly recommend it. If you're at all curious about the history of Turbine, it was really interesting. And I mean, he for a solid hour was just very, very excited. And even before, he wasn't, as far as I could tell, putting on anything either. Before the interview, he was super excited and energetic as well, before we started recording. So he's just a very energetic person, and it's cool to see. I wonder if you apply the sprint buff before you pick up something, does it count? These are the things we wonder. I would start over, but I don't want to start over on carrying the water. It's such a long thing that you have to do. And then we'll make our way up the hill. Ravens circling up above. I love how you just randomly see them fly across. You set down the bucket of water as more dwarves appear from nowhere. Or come up the hill. That's cool. Did he have 2 young dwarves just to wheel him up? That's great. Bofer, Biffer, Glowin, Dwalin, and Bomber. He looks so happy. That's cool. Great job on his character model.
This is a day for visitors.
Biffer, the king's hammers, and Bofer, the master of chisels, have come to Raven Hill. Even Bomber, the warden of the larders, has paid me a visit. Most unexpected. These dwarves accompanied my brother and my sons on the quest of Erebor. This seems as good an opening as any, and you ask again about the Arkenstone. As before, Dis interrupts you. Bombor's progress up the hill was slow, and he told me he spied a number of foes in the vicinity of Dale during the ascent. I cannot think about the heart of the mountain while my neighbors are endangered. Dis raises her eye to you in challenge, and you volunteer to deal with the foes that lurk around Dale. Alright. Raven Hill looks like a hut from afar. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've always realized it as a bigger structure, but because it has that tower. If it didn't have that tower, I'd agree. Maybe from really far away, though, it doesn't load in all the way. Alright, what are we doing? Jengovar trinkets. Defeat hostile foes. Well, that should be even the wolf, right? Yep, that counts. Alright, now the real question is, can we... I guess these would count, wouldn't they? So let's maximize our efforts here and not attack them and instead attack the others. Here we go. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. I just now noticed those guardhouses there. Okay. That's cool. Hey, that counted. And that counted. I think it's funny that we're collecting Easterling trinkets for the ravens. Why have you attacked us? Well, the ravens needed trinkets, so... You know, we just had to do it. You're a monster! Yeah, well, the quest told me to do it. Does he have a green beard? At first, from far away, it looks like he has a green beard. Because the way his shirt interacts with his beard. Alright. There we go. Okay. Dwarves won every last of the trinkets, right? But really, it's for the ravens. They are not for myself. I promise. Alright, we should be able to head up here and get the rest of the trinkets. Alright. Ta-da! I don't know why I said ta-da, we're not done. But it worked. I thought I felt a sword in my back. Alright. Here we go. Okay, finally got it done. We got hit twice and it made it sound twice. See, I can kind of see how it looks like a hut, but I still say the tower makes it not look like a hut. I don't think I've ever heard my character getting hit twice and making the echo hit there. Double in pain. So in pain he started ventriloquism. Have you acquired every trait tree point on your champion? Close. We're at 89 right now, and I think it's 91. I think we had all of them before the recent updates. We get one from just leveling, right? And then I think there's one from the story. So, and then maybe one from the next area's story. So yeah, we're close. I don't know what we're gonna invest in next. That's the question. We kind of have everything we need. Alright, we are definitely not going the right way. But who knows, maybe this will wrap around. I'm seriously thinking it won't. Alright, let's not go to the next zone. More fate. We need to stop getting all the fate ones. Yeah, we've really worked on our champion. We've got a ways to go on our lore master. That's why we're doing the streams. I think we could actually have headed up there, but we'll go around to the road. We cleared this road so well. Oh my. Gandalf. Now it's a proper company. I cannot give the king under the mountain what he seeks, not without time. The ravens must decide if such an offering pleases them, and perhaps one day the younger dwarves of Durin's folk will witness the return of Ara and the friendship that was lost.
More friends have arrived, and the wizard too.
As friends, I count Dori, the High Hoard Seeker, and Nori, the Keeper of Coffers. They are my distant kin. Of the wizard Gandalf, I have fewer kind words to speak. This looks around her, and you brace yourself for another task. Ah, there is nothing else that needs doing right now. But do not think I am unaware of this plan of yours. I have so few visitors on most days that this slow trickle of friends and kin must mean something. Gandalf was foolish for doing the same thing. I read The Hobbit, and you might as well tell me. What do the surviving members of my brother's adventuring band ask of his sister? Gandalf opens his mouth to speak, and this silences him with a look. I don't want to hear it from you, wizard. I want this man to tell me. Well, spit it out, man.
You think the heart of the mountain has been stolen from my brother's tomb?
My brother Thorn was entombed in Mazal Akraz with the Arkenstone, and with an elven sword beside. You think the heart of the mountain has been stolen? What thief would dare disturb the Oakenshield's rest on risk the guards of his tomb? No. Do not try to convince me of this. There is no need. It has been too long since I visited my brother and my sons, where they lie beneath the mountain. I will allow you to ensure the Arkenstone Remains with Thorin, while I pay my respects to my brother and to Fili and Kili. I am old. It will be good for Durin's folk to know the fate of the heart of the mountain, and it will benefit my own heart to see my lost kin at least one more time before I join them. Tell the wizard he has permission, but not to go alone. We will all go together. What are you spitting about, Graham?
We must know if Karazgar or his agents have worked some evil with the Arkenstone.
It is good that Dis has given her permission to open the Tomb of Thorn. We must know if Karazgar or his agents have worked some evil involving the Arkenstone. Note that this is a solo quest and cannot be completed in a fellowship.
This is Mazel Akraz, the Chamber of Glory. My brother and my sons lie within. Let us go now to them.
Oh my gosh. This place is amazing. Jeez. It seemed appropriate for Dis to go ahead, and for the rest of us to follow along behind. Her brother Thorin and her sons Fili and Kili lie entombed within. And while our purpose here is one of importance, I do not wish to work any disrespect upon the fallen. I will meet you at the bottom, Andang. Keep watch upon your footing. The dwarf told me so. Alright, I guess we could go either way, so let's see. That's Dory. Who's this way? Anyone? That's awesome. I don't know if we were supposed to go this way. Feel like we probably missed out on a lot of NPCs. Have to take a brief rest. Okay. Everyone, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. We're just retracing our steps. Trying to talk to everybody we missed. So the dwarf holds. Okay. Whole bunch of not important. Probably be rude to mount up in here, huh? What are you doing? Thorin was my cousin. I hope he rests well, and still keeps the Arkenstone safe. He came to regret some of the words he spoke to Bilbo. In the end, he repented of them, and they parted in kindness. We all thought it right. I don't know why he sounds like that. We all thought it right. And the heart of the mountain be laid to rest with Thorin. The disagreements concerning its disposition came later. This turned more magically delicious in the telling. Are you lost? Hopefully I'm not lost. That looks like screenshot of week worthy. I don't know about that, but it's pretty cool. I and my retinue arrived during the Battle of Dale, and joining the fight with great relish. This visit to the tomb of my cousin fills me with worry. This visit to the tomb of my cousin fills me with more worry than did the exertion of that battle. If the heart of the mountain does not lie within, what then will we do? We will know soon enough. We are here to the platform. I thought maybe the tomb would have floating names. Alright. Dang. This puts a whole new meaning to the Lonely Mountain. Oh. Alright, for screenshot purposes. Dang. Vince, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Well, you know dwarf places, they just invite getting lost. Yeah, that's true. That is a very... Look at the raven. The detail in that cloak is amazing. You got the mountain, the raven, and the Arkenstone. And I'm sure we're going to find out how they're all linked. That is a really cool cloak. I'd have just that cloak as the thumbnail if I could. I am ready. Let us see what there is to see. Well, it's automated. That's nice. Oh my gosh. Well, is it there or isn't it? The Arkenstone Remains with Thorin. So that's it then. We must be satisfied with our decline. Surely not. It eases my heart to know the Arkenstone remains within, Thorin. I knew it! It's in Thorin. No, it says remains with Thorin. Okay, we misread it twice now. Never mind. We're really wanting it to be true, though. Just to make up for our mistake earlier. But this means the decline of his people's craft skill must have another cause. A wizard's guess is not the same as any other Andang. And it is the guess of this wizard that the loss of the dwarf rings might be to blame for this decay. The ring Enya, called Handorm by the dwarves, was taken from Thrain by Sauron, and must have perished in the fall of Barad-dûr. Alright, we'll finish that in a second. Can we see the Arkenstone? I don't think we can. Yeah, there's no Arkenstone in there. I don't know what Mithrandir is looking at. But there is clearly no Arkenstone in there. Jeez, that's an amazing thumbnail. It's full of spoilers. I don't think Thorin would have swallowed it. He might have just to keep it. You know, things were getting tense. He needed a way to get, you know, to keep it and have no one else claim right to it. It's possible. Okay, we already read that. But if that is true, the decline cannot be reversed. The decay cannot be prevented. Decline, decay. These words need not sting you so deeply. Bah! You are not a dwarf. You are a wizard. You could not understand, Gandalf. But I am a dwarf, Dwarven. I say I have seen good days, and I have seen bad. A dwarf will preserve through the bad, and bring about the good. Yes. No decline cannot be overcome. This speaks wisely, as you probably already knew. All things change, sometimes for better, and sometimes for worse. Nothing can stay the same forever. Even the words we speak change with the passage of time. Why, Mithril used to mean something completely different. In the old tongue, the Northmen called the town Dalhelm. As the years passed, the name was shortened to Dalheim. In time, Dalheim became Daleholm, and more simply, Dale. Fascinating. It truly is. Consider the last ruling of Lord of the Daleholm, Jerazan III, slain by Smaug. The elves interrupted the name Girzarm as they heard it, and it became Girion. Why, when I first came to these lands, I was not known as Gandalf. The men of the lake, the Lag Thrula, called me Wandal. Over the years, their language slowly changed, and Wandal became Gandalf. In fact, is this lecture done? Is it time to eat? Andang, I I have had a thought. Can we, like, cover up Thorin sometime soon, please? Feels a little awkward. Alright. Are you saying that's the real reason Thorin died? Oh, man. Hobo secretly smuggles Arkenstone. Session playing as a chicken? Very cool. Now Dale, blah blah blah, we already read that. Wandolf, Gandalf. Da 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 da. Each other has their own words. And even when they speak of the same thing, they may not find understanding. So that, have they been planting the seed of, like, this is Gandalf's name, this is Gandalf's name, this is Gandalf's name now, this is Gandalf's name here? Have they been planting that the whole time just for this? I wonder. Whose necklace caused much trouble for Thranduil and the Dwarves of the Mountain. The Elf of the Wand? Gandalf looks at you closely, a curious look in his eye. Poor guy is rotting away while Gandalf is doing old man things, right? Right? Andang, what if the artifact for which we seek, this Bugdatish, never existed at all? Since this journey began, neither friend nor foe have learned aught of it. No sign of this relic can be found. What if a Grukor seeks an artifact that never was? Words can mean different things in different contexts, my friend, and even a small change can greatly affect a word's meaning. Can it be that a Grukor does not look for that which we assumed? In the Black Speech, the word Bugdatish is very clear. It means Namekeeper, and it brings to mind a relic or an artifact. But what if there has been a mistake? What if the word was misheard? What if the word spoken was not Bugdatish, but was Bugdash instead? What does that mean? What does it matter? In the Black Speech, the word Bugdash means the name given at birth. It may be that a Grukor seeks no artifact. It may be that he seeks his Bugdash, his true name. How will that help him? That remains to be seen, Master Dwarf. If a Grukor believes this knowledge can help him, it falls on us to learn why. But let us now leave Thorin and his nephews in peace. We will discuss this above. Don't forget to close the casket. Gandalf is going to retire and start a YouTube channel on Middle-earth name history. Yeah, no kidding. Jeez. Thank you for suggesting this excursion, Andang. I enjoyed seeing my kin again, though they be gone these many years. You will always be welcome at Raven Hill, whenever you wish to visit me. As for your wizard, he talks too much. Leave him behind when you come to visit. Aw, poor Gandalf. And then we're here.
am satisfied by your report.
And put at ease by the knowledge that the Arkenstone is still kept safe by Thorin Oakenshield beneath the mountain. There is no end to the mischief Karesgar and others of his ilk seek to work upon my land and my people. But the heart of the mountain remains beyond his reach. I am less pleased by Gandalf's supposition that the loss of the dwarf ring Handom has caused the diminishment of our craft skill. For such a loss cannot be reversed. That ring is gone, along with the others to which we held a claim, and none of them are coming back. It is not our way to give up hope, but our artisans will continue to strive. But I mourn great works that once were made, and will now have no rivals. Thank you all the same, Andang. If you want to talk some more, you can pay some turbine points to the store, and then I will happily change this icon above my head to a quest ring. 'Cause we dwarves love turbine points. We must have them. Of course, they're not turbine points anymore, they're now LOTRO points, but that is minor details. Alright, Gandalf, let's talk.
This feels right to me.
The Gerzil gained the continuing... The Gerzil gained the continuing lives through the power of Sauron. And now he is gone. Perhaps that power fades. Can it be the strength declines even now? Just as the craft skill of the dwarves lessens with the absence of the dwarf ring. Do the Gerzil seek some means of survival, some power to counteract this decay? It would explain a Grukor's desperation, Andang. If it is not a Bugdatish he seeks, not an artifact, but a Bugdash, a birth name, perhaps he believes this information will stave off his decline. We must remain vigilant, and keep the Gerzil from attaining the knowledge that will save them. This journey was valuable, my friend. Though we defeated no Gerzil and found neither artifacts nor weapons, the wisdom we found is treasure enough. I will ask the king to grant me a room within the mountain, and will retire there to consider our next course of action. Then we will face the Gerzil, and bring them to an end. All sorts of cloaks here. Cloak of Strength. I thought you were a VIP, Andang. I haven't been VIP for years. That's the main reason why I'm not doing the Legendary server, because I don't want to be VIP just to do that. 500 dwarf points every month. Alright, well, clearly this is better. But is it the one we want? Power... what's the difference? 8, 7, 4, 5. Eight, 7, 4, 5 versus 8, 7, 5, 4. Doesn't really matter. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Not for what we're doing on this character. Okay, well that one works. Grant the lecture emote? Oh, that sounds great.
King Thorin has given me a room in the dwelling halls of Erebor.
Hold that thought, Gandalf. Not till our next series can we talk to you again.
King Thorin has given me a room in the dwelling halls of Erebor.
That's great. Spoilers, Gandalf. Jeez. Alright, let's go. Talk to Brathy. I don't remember where Brathy was, but I'm sure we'll find them again. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure Book 7 is not till the next update, so we shall not do it. We stay true to our word around here. Wasn't it over here? Oh, no, that was Drary. We need Brathy. Where is Brathy? I don't seem to remember. A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. I used to sell a t-shirt in the shop that said, a wizard is never dead. He revives precisely when he means to. Okay, well, we're not losing any frames, but for some reason the stream doesn't seem to be doing as good now. So I'm not sure why. Well, let's head back this direction and hopefully find this person so we can finish off this quest. Known to the dwarves. They know you. Did you know that the dwarves know you? You own that shirt? Awesome. Alright. Well, you're like one of 3 people in the world that own that shirt. So it's a real exclusive you got there. I really wish they'd tell you, hey, they're over here. That's a good water noise. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that's like way above the normal water noise. That was like Roller Coaster Tycoon level water. Alright, well, they're clearly not here. So where are they? Did we go over here already? I think we did. Alright, I think it was over here. If you're not VIP, are you not stuck at the 5 gold cap? No, because I'm pretty sure once you get to be VIP, it removes it. Plus, you can buy a cap removal if you want to. Get compliments on the shirt every time you wear it? Nice. Yeah, it was a good shirt. Do you guys remember where Brathy was? Here we go. That's right. Okay, over here. We got it.
A glorious day.
It may not seem to be the That's Gandalf. Why are we talking like Gandalf? It may not seem to be the unskilled eye. It may not seem it to the unskilled eye, but a few of these weapons were forged long ago. They will be safe from the hands of the Easterlings here in Erebor, and serve as a reminder of the skill of Durin's folk. These newer weapons were not crafted in the same way as those weapons of old, and they have seen great damage from the war. I shall have them reforged using the new methods our smiths have devised with King Thorin. Let us hope that King Thorin's guidance will restore our works to their former glory.
A glorious day!
Well, what do you know? It seems Erebor's roots spread even further than we thought. Thank you, Andang. I shall inform King Thorin at once. Alright, time to talk to the king. Let's see what we got left here. Da 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 da. There's that Shaman theme again. Alright. So where are the dwarf females? Great question. There's this, so that's one. But honestly, it's never really covered by Tolkien, and LOTRO never really covers it either. You know, there also aren't Intwives as well, but we know about that because Tolkien talks about it. But as for the dwarves, it's a little bit more mysterious. You're getting the characters' voices mixed up now. Actually, you should keep doing it intentionally. Would be hilarious. So if I can do a Bingo the Clown, but I'm not going to here. Maybe with another NPC, but not the dwarf here. You have done much for Thorin's folk, Andang. We have had little time to celebrate our victories, or acknowledge the sacrifices made to achieve them. And I would take this day to honor them. When the war was ended, I sent missives far and wide to all the dwarves of Thorin's folk. Let us hope that many traveled to join us for this day of revelry. Alright, this should be the last quest here in Erebor, unless the tracker is, under count. Even in the face of such loss and devastation in the north, we of Thorin's folk must celebrate. We show gratitude for our families, for our friends, and for what coming joys remain hidden. My father, Dain, understood this well, and I would honor his memory. I sent invitations to all of Thorin's folk, and I hope that the last of our guests are arriving now. One has spent too long away from his kin, and I hope he does now. And I hope he sees now that his return is welcomed by all. You have served the people of the north, shown great bravery in far-off battles, and Gimli, son of Glóin, regards you as a true friend. You have earned a place at my table. Come, Andang. That's what it takes to earn a place at your table? Jeez. No wonder this guy charges LOTRO points to talk to him. How cool is that? Let's center up here. There we go. Back up a little bit further. Come on, center it. Center. There we go. And then let's do one more. Somewhere in here. Whoop. No. Somewhere in here. There is the overhead quest icons. There we go. Cool. Okay. It is time come with me, Andang. Through the loading screen.
It is a day of unity for Durin's folk, as we gather to celebrate our triumph over Sauron. Welcome new allies from Mordor, and honor the return of old friends.
So next time I see a Hobbit, I should just be like, I like pie. That was horrible. That was not even Bingo the Clown. When we go to parties, we have all sorts of fun. Yeah, that's not even good. I apparently don't know how to do Bingo the Clown anymore, but there you go. It is a day of great celebration for Durin's folk, Andang. All around us, the halls of Erebor echo with laughter and merriment. As well they should. This day we honor our friends and our kin, and we proclaim our victory over the enemy, and those that followed him. Come, my friend, let us join the others at my table. Walk with me, Andang. Although my folks celebrate all around us, I prepared a special feast for my honored guests. Not a feast in Middle-earth, those always go bad. Don't you read the books, buddy? Oh no. This day we honor the Dwarves of Thorin's company, those that battled the enemy. Those we hold in friendship, and those we have lost. Each of them has served Durin's folk honorably, and you are no exception. All have earned a seat at my table. And this is your seat, my friend. It was crafted in the time before Smaug came to Erebor, but now he is gone, and still it remains. Take a look at it if you wish. Inspect it. See if I sawed off a leg and it is really just a dwarven prank. The stone-wrought chair bears few marks of age and appears surprisingly comfortable. Yeah, this door's walking slow at least. It is fine work, is it not? I did not choose it for you on a mere whim. King Thorin glances at the remaining empty seats at his table. Ah, but a few of my guests are still absent. I sent word to Spackorth and his warriors, but I do not know if they understood my meaning. I am certain they are about in the hall, but I wish for them to join me at my table. Spackorth and his kin are our new friends and allies, and I would not deny them a warm welcome to Erebor. Would you seek out Spackorth and his kin? Send them here, and we shall soon be able to begin our feast. That's awesome. There's the screenshot of the week. That's cool. Alright. Let's go find this guy. Somewhere within the hall. Have you heard from the Iron Hills? So long have you looked only inwards, but now you're thinking about other stuff? Okay. I doubt they'd be off the main path, right? I don't know, this is quite a ways to go. Not the barber. Never trust the barber. We learned that the hard way. It sounded like you started humming the Pirates of the Caribbean theme there. Maybe subconsciously, I don't know. I honestly don't remember humming. All right. Well, they're not there. I'm really getting tired of looking all over Erebor for things. Luckily, this should be the last quest for some time. Of course, there is the whole Rhyme of Rest. I don't know what that'll entail. Or of Rest and Rhyme, I suppose. Yep, somewhere within. Have fun looking for him. You get to wander. Spacorth, Daryl, and Nathi appear to have joined Durin's folk in the celebration. Oh, Andang, it is good to see you. It has been quite the celebration already, don't you think? I have never heard such songs or seen such dances, but I am pleased to be welcome among Durin's folk. Do you wish to join us? You inform Spacorth that he, Derry, and Nath have been summoned by the king under the mountain, and have been granted seats at his table. Of course we accept his invitation. It would be a great honor to feast with King Thorin, and to thank him again for the kindness he has shown my people. Derry, Nath, come with me. That is enough dancing for now. Did you not hear me? We must go. The king under the mountain has summoned us. Oh man. Now, did you hear Spacorth? Come with us. Oh fine, I'm sorry to leave you, my friends, but I will return. We dwarves need to have different accents so that you can actually tell the difference between us. This is like the hippie dwarf. For so long we have looked only inwards. Now suddenly, some new thing has come about. Alright, I don't know where they went, but I'm guessing towards the table. So let's go that way. Nadarin, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Good morning from Europe. Yes, indeed. Andang the White. Yeah, I got my Map of the Lonely Mountain shirt on, as you can see here. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's see. Where are we? Need to turn around. I knew it seemed backwards. Alright. Get our chair situated again. Golan tries to get your attention. Andang, would you come over here? Funny fact, in LOTRO, most of the Lossoth names are Finnish. Sam Coffee with Andang the White is the best. Or 5 a.m. Coffee with Andang. That's great. Man, why are you up at 5 in the morning? Jeez. Hail, Andang. I'm glad to see you here at our table. You are a fine adventurer, and even a friend to those in need. And your presence here is well earned. You are not unlike my Gimli, except you are courteous enough to attend at the time King Thorin requested. I know Gimli is here in the hall, but I have not seen him in some time. I think he has gone off with Dori and Nori, but who can say? Will you find him and see him, send him here? For that matter, send Dori and Nori as well. We cannot wait all day to begin the feast. Owen wearing the Shazam costume. That's great. Always wake up early? Man, I used to wake up early all the time. I miss those days, because I used to be so productive in the mornings. Oh my goodness. So where in the world do we think Gimli is? I'm gonna guess up above. Find them somewhere in the hall. You don't know where, but good luck finding them. Oh man, we almost right-clicked off there. Alright. Here we go. Amid the din of the feast of Durin's folk, Gimli is speaking to Dori and Nori in hushed tones. Oh, Andang, I did not realize we had been speaking for so long. You see, I have been talking to Dori and Nori about my adventures, and I have just mentioned the book I discovered in the halls of Khazad-dûm. It concerns their brother, Ori, and Balin's expedition. But I should not tell such stories on a day of celebration. It is not the time for such things. We shall go to the king under the mountain at his table at once. All of this talk has made me hungry. Aye, that's enough tales for now. Let's not keep King Thorin waiting. Maybe Andang woke up early, and Andang the Old sleeps late. I mean, I suppose so, but when you have to work till midnight, it does put a drain on you. When you're literally at work at midnight, or even later some nights. You kinda stop waking up early then. Thank you for gathering my folk, Andang. There's little sense in having a feast if there is no one with which to share it. This is a fine assemblage of friends and kin, but one of my guests has still not arrived. It was he I hoped to see most of all, for his long absence from his people should be ended. Let us just wait a few moments more on his arrival, and then we shall begin the feast. And then you excited for the Tolkien movie? Yeah. It seems that one of our guests has not yet arrived. You have been patient, my friends, but let us wait a moment longer on his behalf. And they say, by the way, wonderful interview you did lately on the channel. Enjoyed it tons. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing it too. And yeah, man, hearing Gimli talk about that, just crazy. Man, I have never seen dwarves wait more patiently for food in my life. Jeez. Well, I suppose we have waited long enough. Disappointed that his guests must not be coming, King Thorin shuffles impatiently and begins to speak, as he just did. Before we begin, I would like to thank each of you for honoring me with your presence. Thorin's folk know peace once more, and Erebor is... What is this? King Thorin's speech is interrupted by a fanatic's shouting echoing through the hall under the mountain. Hail, King under the mountain! The journey was long, but we came as swiftly as we could. I am sorry I did not recognize you, my friend, but who is your companion? Nar shuffles up the stairs to greet King Thorin the Third. Oh, dang. You traveled far indeed, from distant comb of Thror to our home in Erebor. You have borne our old exile from Erebor as a burden of your own, and that is now ended. It is my honor to welcome you to our hall. Will you and your companion join us for our feast, old friend? Old indeed. You look quite young for your age, King Thorin. Yes, I think a meal is just the thing. Have a seat, old friend. There will be time enough for talk later. Dang, does he think that this is the Thorin that's dead that we just visited? Oh my gosh. King Thorin III beckons you to his side. You say you're visiting the States next month for the first time after like 10 years. Awesome. What an honor to sit at the high table of King Thorin. Yeah. Aaron says I work 6 to 6. Hence why I have missed so many streams. Makes sense. Yeah, soon I'll be moving to potentially have Saturdays off, so that'll be fun. Hopefully do some Saturday afternoon streams. I'm excited about that. It brings me great joy to see many dwarves of Durin's folk, and our kin from the east united as one. If we do not recognize and celebrate such times of peace, it is certain they will be lost to us evermore. King Thorin III pauses for a moment. Ah, I have spoken enough. Let us share in this feast together. Enough talk, let us eat, Andang. But you don't get to eat. You must go through the loading screen and be teleported at once. I am honored that you could attend, Andang. It was a bountiful feast, and I am glad to have shared it with you. I do not know where your adventure shall take you next, but I am certain you will be prepared for it. Be well in your travels, and know you are always welcome in the halls of Durin's folk. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, let's see. Simitani Jones, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Yeah, Nadarin, I work in retail. That's what I do. So having the chance to have a weekend off is quite rare, so I'm excited if it will come to pass. So, not anywhere near as good. Alright. How perfect is that? Level up. 118. Oh, that's awesome. Who is speaking here? It's not the narrator. We're gonna read it as the narrator, though. There is always more to do. They say the work of the dwarves is never done, and that it is true, and that is true today as it was in the past. Explore the lands of the dwarves and see their travails through to their conclusion. I do not doubt further adventures await in the Ironfold and Arad Mithrin. Should be travels, I'm pretty sure. Instead it's travails. What is that tapping? Did you guys hear that tapping? Was that just in my head? Oh, hey, we got a new emote. Let's figure that out. You now have a new emote. Using this emote causes you to deliver an enthralling lecture. The command is /lecture. I wonder if that has anything to do with the Tolkien professor. Anyway, let's see here. Yes, in college you must learn many things. First of all, we're in Erebor. This is Erebor. Notice that this is Erebor. The dwarves live here, as you probably have already noticed. But yes, this whole space is Erebor, with crystals and all. That concludes today's lecture and field trip. That's why I'm not a lecturer. Alright. Terry Adwin, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. I know where the adventure takes you next. Oh, yeah. I do too, but anyway. Though you should have saved the Russian accent for the Eastern Dwarves. Who's to say I didn't? Just twice as much Russian with the Eastern Dwarves. Or just go full Russian. I'll just learn Russian for the Eastern Dwarves. And we'll just have subtitles. Beautiful interiors in these locations. LOTRO still does a good job there. Yeah, for sure. Used to work in retail. Was entertaining to say the least. Now you work contact lens factory. Cool. Logged on to Laurelin last month, but the world channel was really bad. Oh man. That's surprising on Laurelin. I wonder if people target it maybe. Certainly wasn't when you played. Okay, so where do I start the Of Rust and Rime quests? That's what we need to figure out before we end the stream, I feel like. I don't know, maybe I should end the stream and then figure it out later. Alright, let's see. Was this the better one? Yes, we don't want to do that one. We want to do this one. There we go. And then equip that one. Which means we're going to have a whole new cloak. Oh, that's cool. It's like a dragonfire cloak. Alright, get rid of that. We'll go ahead and apply this fate to something. Definitely one of the purples. We'll just do that one because we're probably going to get it replaced later. Okay. Moved to Final Fantasy 14 now. I play when time permits. Cool. You think that Rust and Rime starts at King Thorin? I don't think so. Thunderbolt is still the best server, community-wise. Yeah, Thunderbolt or a Tangle of Tales. Is this the Of Rust and Rime? I'm pretty sure this is the next zone, right? We will find out. Yeah, that's where dragons dwell. 120 quests. That's more than this one had. Oh, I guess it's and deeds, so maybe not. Man, because you have to do the incense as well, it's 2,000 turbine points. I should have been saving up turbine points. Alright. Let's see here. See what we can find. Right. Let's see. Lay of Rust and Rime. Episode of content taking place soon after the storyline of Aaron and Laskalena and the Dalelands. First episode was released blah blah blah. Heralds of a New Age. See, there's that tapping again. Okay, starts with Erna at the Great Keep. Aaron Lascalan. Where in Aaron Lascalan? In Dale. Okay, we'll keep this open so that we don't forget. Okay, let's mount up and go over there, I guess. Just so we can get it started. So I want to at least start it out. And we can get rid of all these. Nobody wants you. Jeez, that's a lot. That is a lot. Okay. Sadly, the storytelling is nowhere close to how LOTRO did it. Okay. You swear you've seen the High Elf LM before? Okay. Trying to find the quest letter from Stonehelm because I'm having trouble as well. Pretty sure the tapping is in your house, Andang. Tapping is the bird. The tapping house of Andang the White. Almost sound like knocking. Yeah, I know. That's what's freaking me out.
All is well, and yet not all.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that... Trail of Rust. What's this? Does anybody know? Is this the Of Rust and Rhyme start? I don't know.
We are dwarves and the folk of Thorin.
It can't be the next area because I haven't bought it yet, so it must be this area. A Tamer of Dragons, this Karisgar. Why? That reminds me of an old tale. It is said that Smaug's grudge against Thorin's folk began when he awoke, far in the north, to a dead worm's head, with an axe left in it, much like what we see before us. Could that have been this weeping warrior? The servants of Sauron are deathless, are they not? But what is it he wants with old dragon bones? Bah! I am no expert in dragons. But there are dwarves in Erebor who are. Why don't you speak to Runi, Spal, Frothy, Magzal, and Balger? They are counted among our most learned lore master. Since we have a few people that haven't been in the chat lately, I thought I'd show some of the new emotes that we have now. So I'm going to go ahead and show some of those. They're pretty cool. So hopefully you enjoy them. I know we've had a lot of fun with them. Terry Edwin says it's past Pineleaf's bedtime. Yeah, no kidding. But Pineleaf ain't here, is he? That's funny. Andang's being stalked in real life. I hope not. You live alone, so whenever things like that happen, I'm like, okay, I am leaving the desk lamp on. Yeah, right. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is go ahead and start the Of Rust and Rhyme quest. This quest might take us there, But I'm going to go there anyway, just because I want to start that off, and then that'll be kind of the end of the stream. But yeah, we're planning to get more emotes once we get more members. I'm really excited about that.
What do you want?
Particularly like cutouts of Glowine and Glowine's face and like stuff like that. Alright, let's go to Dale. There's a thing between Andang and Pineleaf. It's Cordovan to come ask Andang to join him on an adventure. I would go. I don't know what that says about me, but I would go. Alright, let's see here. In the Great Keep. Inside Dale. Okay. We can go there if we remember how to get there. It's not this way. Okay, Terry's probably going to send me an outfit because none of this matches, but that's okay. No, she already has. Let's see what we got here. Oh, hang on. I really like that helmet. Let's see here. That looks pretty cool. And then let's remove the cloak. Oh, that's great. That's great. All right. I look like the Rocketeer or something. Or like a Valkyrie. Alright, you'd think I could find the tower. I think it's this way. Yeah, here we go. He's using the dev sap. I think you mean the band hammer to draw runes in Andang's front door. Oh, that's great. Alright, where exactly Erna? This lady. You can't start it. Well, huh. What does it say I need to do? So this is Iron at the Great Keep there. I don't know how to start this thing. Do you guys know? Should I just follow the dwarf quest and just assume that that's correct? Yeah, I've done every quest from the other zones, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe we have to finish the Erebor quest. This Concerning Dragons. I bet that's it. We have to finish Concerning Dragons first. Okay. Well, I think we'll do that next time. Which will not be till probably Sunday. We'll see. And by that, I mean Sunday would be the earliest day that we would be doing this. So be on the lookout for more streams coming up next week. And if you've not already, and you have any interest at all in the history of Turbine, be sure to check out the Turbine story, the interview that I did with Johnny Montserrat. It was a video that I released yesterday on the channel. Be sure to check that out. It is pretty awesome. And I'm not saying that as like a compliment to me. I wasn't very good in the interview, but Johnny and everything he was saying was just amazing. So definitely
How can I be of service?
recommend checking that out. Okay. The Dwarf Holds, which you don't have access to yet. Back to Erebor. I guess just do what you have. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Just gotta do what we got. I still don't get why there's these random... I guess that's the quest. Okay. That one's actually in the correct spot. The other one's not. The lights turn on in Erebor. Alright. In Erebor. So wait, that's out here, right? Okay, so they think that it is part of the quests that I need to do before Rust and Rime. So I'm guessing it's not in here. Because that came in after, right? It didn't come in with Rust and Rime, I'm pretty sure. So I'll need to head back up here. I just want to find where these dwarves are. So here's the thing, I'm pretty sure they're actually in Erebor. So, nope, here they are.
Greetings, friend.
Okay, well, we will do that next time. Extended Erebor came in with Dawn of Dragons. Okay, cool. Alright, well, I think that does bring this episode to a close. Thank you everyone so much for joining, especially late here at night. I can't believe we have 15 people this late at night. That's awesome. So thank you all so much. And yeah, be sure to leave a like down below if you enjoyed this video. I guess I was looking for the like. No, I was checking time. But anyway, you passed a guest. Yes. Thank you so much for joining in game. I really do appreciate that, Thorin. And cool outfit, by the way. So, anyway, thank you everyone so much. Be sure to check out that interview, and I'll see you again next week as what will probably be the last, I don't know exactly how long Rust and Rime takes, but it'll probably be the last stream for this update, which would also be the 30th episode, so it would be quite the fitting end. But that, of course, is not till next time. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for more LOTRO. Take care, everybody, and have a great night.